All right, I'm going to do my makeup kind of fun. I watched my sister do her makeup today and she started off with a bronzer. And I'm going to do that, except I'm going to start, this is Icon and it's actually a highlight, not a bronzer, but it can be used as a bronzer for some skin tones. It's a little bit deeper than our bronzer tan lines, like a little deeper gold than that. But it's yummy. So I'm going to just take the blush and bronzer, swirl it in there, and I'm just going to bronze around kind of everywhere and give myself a little sun-kissy look, even though I kind of already do have a sun-kissed look since I've been playing outside.
Mom, you go, oh, and what the second one?
Are you singing a song?
Yeah, but you do.
Can you sing more of it? I don't know that song, but it's really beautiful. Just take an icon like here. I'll probably put some on my chin too, since I have a little zit there. It's a good song, Wins. I'm going to switch to the blend brush and swirl into Sandy and Candlelit. You can see that's how I like to do it, is swirl in between because there's like a little hole right there. And I'm going to just buff around. That's it for my highlight.
Mom,
those are the places.
Mom,
around my nose.
Mom.
Hold, please. Hold, please.
Mom.
And here on my cheek. Chin.
Mom.
That's it. It's a direct hit right there. Right there. Buff it out and buff around here and my nose. And let's detail brush this contour in just real lightly. And I'm just going to blend as I go under that cheekbone, hugging that cheekbone, giving me some definition there. Little inexpensive facelift when you contour like that. Check it out. Ooh. So I'm going to do this cheekbone and that cheekbone. Ooh, I went a little hard over here. A little hard. It's all right. Don't be scared of these creams. Just keep blending.
Okay.
Bob Ross it. You're done? You read to chapter 7?
Yeah.
Okay. Go start getting ready for practice, please.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not going to contour my forehead. Hey, can you turn your volume down just a little, please? That's perfect. That's perfect. Because I already have bronzer up here, and I'm happy with it. I just want to blush and bronzer. Soften that up. For some people, this is, they want their contour banging like that. I'm more like on this side where it's just a little shadow. So I'm just going to Bob Ross for a sec. Okay, I'm going to do an experiment with my under eyes for you. One side I'm going to do with an accent highlight, and one side I'm going to do with Demi, and we're going to check it out. But before I do, I have this little thing that I keep my brushes in the bathroom. And I have 4 of these blend brushes in it. That's how much I love this brush, is that like I'll panic if I can't find it for my application and grab a new one. And then when I do find it, I put it in here. It's my favorite. So I have 4 and I need to clean all of them. Okay, Heather, I need to clean all of them. Retta, what are you doing? All right, let's do the pop highlight first because this is the most common way. Hey, Winnie, remember to turn your volume down, please. That we brighten is by getting a highlight shade that's just 2-3 shades brighter than our all over shades. So this is Versailles, and it's been my favorite recently to accent with and to recommend for others as well. So you go on the inner corner. When I first signed up to be a Saint artist, the makeup trend at that time was to do a big triangle underneath. And that was coming off of the trend of doing a semicircle. So we're learning ways to brighten under our eyes. And I really think it depends on what your under eye situation is and your age and like your crow's feet and things like that on how you should brighten under your eyes. But right now, we're taking this with our blend brush. Okay, I don't know where that cut me off, but basically this is just some brightness here, here, and then softly blended and fanned out, okay? On this side, I'm going to use another blend brush, and I'm gonna play around with some Demi. And you can see over here, like, yeah, that's like makeup. There's no way her under eyes are naturally that bright and wonderful. She has 6 kids, okay? I'm not gonna have bright, wonderful under eyes ever again in my life. Natural kind of palette. Unless I use something like this. But I'm gonna show you Demi, which will give you a more natural kind of under eye. Let me get my favorite colors for Demi to use for my under eye. This is like my summer palette. Like, we're going to be using 01, 03, and OR1. Okay. Now the 01 and the 03 are my favorites to use to just get these inner blue purple. Okay. Because orange on the color wheel, opposite of those blue. So these bluey purple spots. Now, I'm going in hard right now with this opposite side of the blend brush, where you can go in with our tiny, tiny, tiny little spot brush and just get, you know, like that vein that we all see. But I'm going in right now, 03, in that deeper part, boop, 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 boop. And I'm just brightening under my eye this way. When I dip into, I'm going to run out of time. Pause. You guys, I had 5, not 4. I had 5 of the exact same brush. All dirty. I'm going to clean my brushes. I am. But I'm going to finish this under eye because see how it's a more natural kind of filtered look than when we just did a pop highlight. But I'm going to do one more little color over here. Okay, so the 01 and the 03, I just ate that. Filter out those blues under my eye like pretty dang well, but I like to go in with the OR one because when you see kind of that muddy green kind of color, red is opposite of green on the color wheel. So that OR, I like to just pop it there, kind of how we use a brightener on this side and over here where it's a little bit more muddy, and I feel like it just brightens it up just a smidgy more. And the beauty about Demi is that they are so heavily like concentrated, the formula, that you need very, very little. I know that I put too much on, that you shouldn't even really be able to see the makeup texture, which is why I know I put too much on. So there's definitely a difference in look. Which side do you prefer? Okay, I'm going to finish with an oldie but a goodie lip and cheek, Black Cherry. Because my friend Sarah just ordered her, and Black Cherry, I mean, it's still in my personal compact. That's how much I love her. So putting her there on my cheek. Oh, I'm loving this. And then I'm going to just flip over because this blend brush is obviously in need of a good clean anyways. And I'm going to just dabby G. Will probably never leave my personal compact. I love this color. She looks super intimidating in the tin, but then she's this bright, vibrant, purpley, and really one of the very few purple kind of lip and cheeks that we have. All right, Black Cherry's popping. I'm gonna do Sedona on my eyes, just Sedona with the eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna start in the corner. When I do one shade and only one shade, I start with it in the corner where I want it to be the darkest. And then I'll just kind of feather it out and really lightly just windshield wiper, swipe, 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 and fan it out over my lid. That way the darkest point is over here on the outer corner, giving my eye a nice little shape and contour. And then flip the nubby side and line underneath. Oh, Retta is in distress. Retta! Who am I kidding? I would never not do drift on my inner eye. So when I say one color, I mean one color plus drift. That's what I mean. And if you do your one color and you want it popping more, just go back into it and keep deepening that crease. There you go. press this. All right, this brow's waxed and filled in, and the wax over here is nice and dry now, so I'm gonna fill it using my line brush, the contour shadow. I really don't know why I try and talk at the same time that I'm doing this, but I'm gonna try. Shadow to kind of just help get my shape. That solid line at the bottom there, and then I go in with, this is coal, and kind of give it a little bit more definition and some hair strokes. All right, I'm gonna show you a tricky trick. I don't know why I said tricky trick. Okay, if you don't have the multitasker brush, which you can use to apply your lips, and this guy, it's shaped perfectly for your lippy lips. Get it together, Shernay. These people are not 4-year-olds. Okay. And then the other side, you can use to line your lips. And I actually really love this brush for my eyeliner, which I showed you yesterday. If you don't have this brush, because I mean, it's not one that you really like gravitate to get. But a lot of people have this eyeshadow brush, which has this beautiful nubby side. Use it for your lip liner. Use the nubby side because it gives you a really yummy, pouty, kind of thick line. There. Then you don't have to be as precise either with the little tiny liner like you do with your eyes.